Joining me now is Festival Director Tiffany Steele, whose parents started this annual tradition back in 1993. How are you, Tiffany? Fantastic. This celebration continues after a stop due to COVID, but all systems go, day two.
It is. We kicked off yesterday and we had an incredible day. There are so many people in Parkes. People have been busting to get out and enjoy live events again. And we're already seeing record crowds. So it's very, very exciting.
So your parents started this 30 years ago. Tell us a story.
They did. So my mum and dad had a restaurant called Gracelands. Mum was a big Elvis fan, and they had a birthday party for the local editor's mum, and they were big Elvis fans, and they played Elvis music all night and danced the night away. And at the end of the night, Rule Tenkate, his name was, he was having a red wine with my dad, as you do, and said, "Wouldn't it be great to have an Elvis week in Parkes?" And Dad said, "Yeah, that sounds great. We should do it in August." And my mum piped in and said, "That's ridiculous. No one wants to come to Parkes in August. It's too cold. Let's do it in January, where it's there's nothing on and the town is really quiet." And so they took the idea and ran with it. And we had 195 people to the first event at Gracelands. I actually was there and hosted. I was the MC. I was 17 at the time, and over the years, it's grown, and it now attracts over 24,000 people to Parkes. So it's a huge economic boost. It brings in around $13 million over that 5 days.
That is absolutely incredible. It must have been amazing looking at it from 30 years ago to now and seeing the increase in people, and it just keeps growing and growing. You've got people from all over the country, all over the world, and you've got international acts, and as you said, bringing in so much money to the economy.
It is. It's fantastic, and it's been a real pleasure to have been involved over that 30 years and see it grow, and all the wonderful people that have helped us on the way. And it's a real it's an iconic festival, and it goes over 5 days, and people really need to come to Parkes and see what we've got here.
And we love Ken Keith, the Mayor of Parkes, always dressing up, looking fantastic in his little wig, and just, hanging out and just having a good old laugh and a good old fun, which is certainly what we need. And seeing the vision there on screen as well, just so many people getting out and about and enjoying life after some very challenging times, especially of late. But in terms of the performers, what have you got on offer for this year?
So to celebrate our 30th year, we have brought in two US Elvis tribute artists. So one is Dean Z. He's very popular. He was here in 2020. We've brought him back. And he's joined by Victor Trevino Jr., who is the current world's #1 ultimate Elvis tribute artist. And he won the title in August in Memphis. So they're our two feature concert artists. We've also got an Elvis tribute artist coming from Brazil. His name is Diogo Light, and he is headlining our Cook Park main stage tonight. So you can come to Parkes and see an international Elvis tribute artist perform for free. We've got Charles Stone and Sam Thompson. So Charles was Elvis's tour manager in the 70s, and Sam Thompson was his bodyguard and close friend. They're at the festival, they're doing Q&As, and you'll see them around, and you can get up close and personal and ask them about their incredible time with the King. And 50 other top Elvis tribute artists across those 4 days.
It's extraordinary, isn't it, how popular he continues to be. I mean, there's not many people that perhaps wouldn't like him, but with the diehard fans that do go to the Parkes Elvis Festival, what is it that they love about Elvis and his music?
It's really hard to describe what happens in Parkes, because it is such an experience that others have tried to replicate. And I know I might be a bit biased, but you just can't. So it's the atmosphere, the people, the townspeople. You go into every shop, the windows are dressed up, the staff are dressed up, the menus are themed to Blue Hawaii, and it's just an experience from the time that you arrive to the time that you leave. And what you've just seen on the vision with the New South Wales Train Link Elvis Express is just part of that, and it's a party from to finish. great.
Well, congratulations to you and your parents. It's just a magnificent idea. You know, that idea 30 years ago, and look at it now, and no doubt it will be going for very many more years to come. Thank you so much for joining us, and all the best for the rest of the Parkes Festival, Tiffany.
Thank you so much for having me.